everyone, I have been meaning to do some crumpets. So it's just something that generally we would think of making ourselves, but I've watched a few YouTube videos and it's possible. So I want to show you how. And I reckon it'd be great for camping. None of this buying crumpets anymore. So let me show you how. So I'm out here in camp. I'm set up here in Lancelin. The sun's come out. I don't know where the puppies are. Tom's creeping around in there. Jackals is having a little snooze here. And the sun's out. I've got ocean all over here. And I thought, why not? Because I actually put the big beater in the car. Believe it or not, I've got some power here. So I'm going to do it the easy way. Okay, so what we're going to use is a cup of white flour. We're going to use some warm water, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of sugar, got some baking powder. We're going to use a teaspoon of that, and 1 teaspoon of yeast. So we're going to grab a teaspoon of yeast and put that with a little bit of water and stir that up to start with. And I'm going to measure out 1 cup of flour and really just plonk it all in and mix it all up. I'm just using a dry yeast, but you could use an active yeast if you want. I'm just using 1 tablespoon of yeast with 1 tablespoon of warm water, just tap water. Okay, 3/4 of a cup of just warm tap water. And just half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of sugar. And a full teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. You can use either butter. If you don't want to use butter, you can use the equivalent in size to vegetable oil. Well, let's get into it. Put the blender down. So after mixing this for about 15 minutes, I'll put some Glad wrap over it and sit it in a warm place for about 15 to 20 minutes or to half an hour. It's not going to rise a lot like a bread, but that's okay. So just remember that you're not looking for that. We're still wanting the like pie-clet kind of consistency. If you want to make double this, obviously you're going to make more. So you just go for it. Okay, so I've got to put some Glad wrap on it, put it in a warm spot, and then get back to it. Guess it's time to do a bit of cleaning up. Where are you guys? Jackal's down there. Tom, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, it's time to cook the crumpets. I've actually gone and had a shower and put the dogs to bed so I could do this. And I'm up at the camp kitchen. And the sun's going down and I thought a beautiful spot. I've got my mixture here. I've got some butter, which I'm going to butter the rings over here. Now I've put a barbecue mat down just to help it. So I'm going to butter these and then place them on. Put the mixture on and see how it goes on here. I mean, technically the idea with crumpets is to put them on a high temperature to start with and then drop it down. Anyway, let's see how we go. Of course, I'm having a natural blonde to go with the natural blonde. It's been an absolute beautiful day. Puppies are up over there. They've run like crazy on the beach, so it's time for mum time now. All right, so let's get the real butter out. And I'm going to butter those rings, get it started. I've actually got a chopstick here with a pointy end because you can pop the bubbles. So hopefully the bubbles come up and I can show you how to do that. So you just need a little sharp object. That's what I've got. Okay, a drinker's beer first before I get into this. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching and supporting my channel. Okay, so this is the consistency of my mixture. I have buttered all the silicone rings that I got from Bunnings with the little handles on it. I've going to do this all in one batch, so let's see how we go. Are cross between an English muffin and pancakes. The distinguishing feature is the ridges and the holes, which allows the butter to permeate through the top to the bottom. The surface has a unique, almost spongy texture, and it's very fluffy inside. Have you made your own crumpets? Now, crumpets are just so damn simple and so cheap, right? Really good for freezing. So you can make crumpets, put them in the freezer, and then just toast them off. So you don't always have to cook them brown. You're probably not going to nail it the first time. Okay, so, well, that mixture has only made 4 big ones, but I have made them quite big. So I guess we'll see. If you want more mixture, you double up the ingredients and put 2 cups of flour or 3 cups and then divide it. But I will add a link in the description of the video with the recipe that you can follow that I followed. Give them a go. Now let's see. Okay. No stressing here. I just need to let it do its magic. Cheers. This is Lancelin G'day Park. Camped here many times. You would have seen quite a lot of videos on this and even an overview on this place. So I have seen it grow. And they call this winter. Quite a bit of rain last night, but it's all good with me. I was in the van with the heater on. Okay. Nothing magic yet. Gotta be very patient with these. It's always good to try something new, right? And the reason I chose crumpets is because it's something that's really simple that I don't know anyone that's actually made them personally. And I think it's a really good go-to for camping all year around. But of course, it's still winter here. And that was the inspiration. So the idea is just try it out. It's simple. And let me know how you go with it, because I'm sure you'll probably be much better than me at it. Exciting. They're doing their thing. Some of the holes are starting to come now. This is when I can like help them pop. The idea is just let them do their thing. Just giving them a little helping hand. Okay, back to my biome. Okay, so first try, not too bad. Gonna get better. The problem is I'm using this hot plate and it's too hot, and the trick is to get the heat on and then drop it off. And I probably made it like a little bit too thick. But anyway, yum, yum. They're going, whoops, bit fully off there. It's going to be great with some honey and butter. I'm going to scoff them down. I challenge you to the crumpet challenge. Let's see yours and let me know how you go. It's all trial and error, but it's that simple. Let's get into crumpets at camp. Well, I hope I have inspired you all to try some crumpets. Sure, mine have got room for improvement, but stick around on my videos and I promise you that you're going to see these cooked even better on another camp. Got to start somewhere, right? One of the biggest takeaways that I love, these rings from Bunnings were really good. They came with an omelette ring for $10 and then also the barbecue mat as well, which, you know, good for camping. But anyway, happy camping, everyone. Cheers. Now what can I put on these? Lashings of butter, honey, dinner, and a nice cup of tea. Good night, everyone. Yeah. Life's good, right? Don't mind me, right? Lashings of butter. Still good. Just with butter, perfect. Get in there. Get them on your camping list. I challenge you. Oh, it's so yum. Even with the crunchy base. Winner, winner. Crumpet dinner. Here's the pack I got from Bunnings if you want to grab one for $10. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit subscribe. Let's catch you on the next one. I cover all things camping, from equipment, locations, tips and tricks, van life, camp cooking. Well, I hope I have inspired you all to try some crumpets.